It's Week 14 of the NFL. Coming up, we've got Jimmy Garoppolo, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Chargers and the Dolphins on EA Sports.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chargers coming into play. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is now one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. Unfortunately, his effort not enough to help put him over the hump in that defeat.
And let's face it, this is a guy who absolutely hates to lose. When we talked with him, he wasn't talking about the plays he made, was he?
No.
He talked about the plays he didn't make. It's absolutely the mark of a true pro.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Chargers at 7-5 now in the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. On play action, now Garoppolo. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That is caught inside the 5. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, but whatever they said appears to have worked. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. From the 41, Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Stafford on first down. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw again on second down, Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
Smart enough to avoid the taunting. I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Garoppolo now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 35 on second down, Garoppolo. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. You're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
Oh, it's real easy to celebrate the throw there, but this was all about the protection because he had all day to sit back, survey the situation, and then really step into that one. He wouldn't have been able to do it without the help of his offensive line, though.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. There's Garoppolo to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Alex Highsmith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You've done plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
There's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Throwing is Stanford. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down at Stanford.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 2nd and 9, Stanford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 40 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Back to throw, Stafford. Caught on the slant. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
From 10 yards out.
and the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jay Sanders in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver.
He has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stakes. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he completes it to Hunt. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, caught by London. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Garoppolo again. They still can't get it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people. That's
a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stafford. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford. He's got it to Gibson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows his versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. From the 27, Garoppolo. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Caught left side, Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Now Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Hunt will try going up the middle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run again with Hunt. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. On the move, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on second and long. Stafford, middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To throw is Stafford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Alton Robinson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He's got it to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They run again with Hunt. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Jason Myers on for a field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slam. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Gibson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pirine. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Now Stafford. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matthew Stafford taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player who's having that type of a day.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing is Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Well, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Play action, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Eric Wilson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops it for a loss of 11.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Maher is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown?
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure
Previous
that they
play
have
is
it
under
right.
review.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Charger drive about to get going. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining. And the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so that the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the draw, it's Gibson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a carry for Pirine. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Dolphins, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3.